everyone, this is Andreea Magdalina. I'm the founder of shesaid.so, and I'm here to answer a few questions in light of the launch of our new Estonia chapter, which was supposed to take place during Tallinn Music Week this month. Alas, these are new circumstances. The event has been postponed until the fall, and yet we've decided to continue with our original launch plans, except we'll do it virtually this time. So, to answer the questions that I've been asked, first one, how has the situation affected you or your organization? Needless to say, shesaid.so has half of its operations focused on events and on bringing people together offline. But at the end of the day, we are first and foremost an online community. That's how we got started, and that's where we feel most comfortable. That's how we're able to connect women from all over the world in the music business so that they can support each other and support their businesses. So while the virus has caused a lot of our events to cancel over the next few months, it has reminded us that we are first and foremost a digital community, and that we can continue to transfer the same values and continue with the same work we've been doing through virtual means instead. Having said that, we will of course take a toll in the same way the entire music ecosystem is. All of a sudden there's less budget to play around with, and that budget will go to more dire, critical needs. There are people out there who are completely out of work. There are people out there who don't even have a roof over their heads. So, of course, all of our resources should go towards supporting these critical needs instead. And so there will be a lot less available towards empowering women, which is not going to be a priority for most people any longer, at least until we kind of come back from this pandemic. So I hope that empowering women and helping them have equal access and equal opportunity will continue to be on people's lips in these trying times. We're definitely here to continue the fight. Okay, what is your biggest concern and your highest hope? My biggest concern goes to the freelancers most affected by this pandemic. A lot of people, especially those working in the live events industry, as well as anything entertainment related, where there is production involved, there are shoots, photo shoots, video shoots. All of that is currently on hold, and the freelancers who make up this industry, or these industries rather, don't have any protection. There are no laws in a majority of countries to support their needs. We're hopeful that the governments will react in a way that will provide them with some sort of relief or financial aid, but at the moment this is still uncertain. And so I really hope that's going to happen. I'm luckily in a position where I have options personally, but I know that a lot of people in our industry don't, and their entire livelihood depends on being mobile. So my highest hope is that some funding will be provided for them, but also that we can take advantage of this situation to truly rethink how we've been operating in some parts of the industry so far, in some parts where maybe we haven't been the most efficient, and use this crisis as an opportunity to evolve and come out better at the end of it. What is the role of music, arts, and culture in the future? What will change? Well, I think the role of arts and culture will not change in the future. Certainly not because of this virus. If anything, it will continue to change thanks to an ever-evolving world that's pinned by technology. And so what we will change for sure in the future is making more use of that technology that is already available to us, and perhaps seeing a migration of businesses that still had a physical element completely move online. Whether they are forced to pivot or they want to pivot because they managed to see an open window, an open door, that's left to see. But we will definitely see an explosion in digital art, streaming capabilities, and the way in which we produce and consume this content will certainly be enhanced by these new needs that we never knew we had. So I'm very excited to see where technology takes us next. Last but not least, what is your dream scenario for future as a result of this? I don't want to sound like a utopic socialist, but here you go. I am happy to sound like one if necessary. What's been really positive to see in light of this new pandemic and the new normal that we're currently living in is the solidarity of people and the willingness and understanding from certain individuals who are more fortunate that we are all in this together in the end. And even if this kind of event isn't impacting you in a direct way, there is still an understanding that we are all part of the same business ecosystem, and that if some stakeholders aren't, it's a cycle, right? If some stakeholders are being affected, for example, those working in the live industry and other parts of the entertainment world, then that impacts the entire cycle, the entire ecosystem. And to see so much positive response coming at a community level, people offering to call elderly, go pick up supplies for them, through to relief funds that have been set up by various companies in the private sector, while governments are still trying to figure out how to support their businesses and their citizens. That's been really encouraging, seeing this amount of positivity and understanding that we are together. We as a global community are impacted in very similar ways about this is perhaps the silver lining that we all needed. And for me personally, it definitely provided me with an opportunity to slow down, get off the treadmill, and see the bigger picture in a more clear, empathic way. I really hope this crisis will provide an opportunity for a new type of leadership to surface, one that is focused on empathy, on community, sustainability, and generally positive values that are good for the individual, that are good for the business, they're good for the government, and they're good for the entire planet. That's me. Thank you for listening.